Hello, this is Arturelia Gaming Room Reviews. I am Arturo, and today I am going to be reviewing... Now, the thing about this series is the fact that it didn't get its fame until later. It came out, the first game came out in 1990 for the NES. Later, SNES, and then onward and onward you have this game. So, in 2014 I got it and I played it. I played it twice and I'm playing it a third and possibly my final time. But since there's the new Fire Emblem Fates, is Fire Emblem Awakening still like something you want to play? Even though Fire Emblem Fates is, you know, new? What do you think? I mean, would you? Well, that's why you're here, because today I'm reviewing it. Let's go. The story starts off like at the very beginning, Chroma and your character fighting the bad guy. But after that scene, I don't want to spoil anything. After that scene, you wake up in a field somewhere with Chroma and his sister. Yeah, so that's how the game starts. And soon you'll start to end up fighting these zombified creatures. And once that happens, the mystery starts to begin, and then it just... Well, I don't really want to spoil anything else, because really, you would enjoy this game without any spoilers. So that's where the story starts off, and that is it. I don't want to say any more. No mas. Because seriously, you would really enjoy this game if I just don't explain anything else. Games like these are never to be told or spoiled, because experiencing it for myself was a blast. Now, this type of game, the style, it's RPG and strategy combined. So you select a character, go find the enemy, and then face them, and then you have this beautiful, nice animation. And the thing is, if you also have a partner with you, you can also see both of them fight the enemy at the same time. Now, the thing I also noticed is the fact that the bad guys didn't have, like, a partner, but oh well. Now, I will say when you play, it's going to be hard and frustrating, because really, this game is, like, tedious, challenging. Like, the AI is really good. And if you want to, play it easy, you select normal, really. But that's kind of weird why they would make that. If you want to make it hard, then make it hard. And the thing, what I've noticed is the fact that when you pick normal, they give you tutorials, and the tutorials are pretty good to get you started. While hard, no. You can read it because it pops up, but then it doesn't give you it, so you could just keep playing the game. But yeah, the battle mechanics, everything, it's good. It's really good. But I will say, you would get really frustrated because two main characters, Chroma and your character, well, if they die, it's over. So you could go and create your own avatar, and voila! That way you feel like you are in the story. The anime cutscenes in this is just beautiful. I mean it. It's just beautiful. Also, while you're fighting, you have different options. If you are in a rush, you don't even have to see the animation battles. You can just turn them off if you want. There's a lot of stuff that I haven't even checked even still, because I really don't care, but you could actually change the English or Japanese, any one. You have a ton of options. Now, what's neat is the fact that you can save while playing a chapter, like when you're battling, and I thought that was a neat feature, because, you know, you get frustrated, you have to start over, but you could reload where you last stopped. But my issue is the fact that you can't exit the chapter. You can't go back to the main menu or nothing until either you die, either Chroma or your avatar dies, or you just turn off the game. And I thought that was kind of a little annoying. Like, why wouldn't they add that in? That should have been added. That was one issue I had. You also can pick either standard or classic mode. I can't remember what the other one is. I guess it was standard. But now what classic mode is your regular classic mode from the other Fire Emblem games. When you have multiple characters, you have to really strategize to keep them alive. If not, well, they're dead forever. Or you could pick these, I guess, standard one, where you could just keep using them, which was a nice feature if people didn't want to see their beloved character die. And I gotta tell you, when I first played it with classic mode, I was really frustrated that I lost this character and that character. I was like, oh well, I'm still gonna play through it. I want to see how it is. And then when I played it a second time, standard, and I got to do a lot more things with the characters. Now here's another feature. If you have two that are fighting together, they can grow a relationship, and then when the relationship gets bigger, they get married and you can recruit their child. But you're wondering, well, wait a minute, the baby, he's a baby, how can you recruit him? I can't spoil anything else, but like the old one, you think you can recruit the same way as in this game. And also, your avatar can marry as well. You, because you're the avatar, you can marry any character, including the main character. And basically, in this game, you can marry anybody. Now, I think you can play online with a friend. I think, because I thought I saw that there was an option for that, but you can't play online. There's no online at all. So I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Why not feature it online? That would have been cool. But oh well. It just was never featured. But I think it would have been a nice thing. But you can download some DLC, which I have not done yet, and I'm sure they look pretty cool. Alternate versions of the story, and I want to get them, but I don't know now. Since there's a new Fire Emblem Fates. Those are the only online things I could think of. DLC. You could even play as the old characters from like the previous Fire Emblem games. Like Marth, Ike, Roy, etc. I will say, for calculating the hours, I'm not really good at that, because you know what? I will say that through time, I would play a game and then maybe it would take me maybe 2 months or maybe 3 to get back to it. And the fact that maybe it takes me several years to get back to playing a game. So I lose count of time of how long it really will take you to play a game for how many hours. I really don't know. This game, all I will say is that either normal or hard, it's still challenging. Plus, there's a ton of stuff to do. You could buy stuff and level up. You gotta level up your characters, and you can buy new equipment, buy a thing to make your character stronger, or maybe change them to a different, like for example, you have a regular soldier, you could turn him into a knight if you want to, or something like that. Now, for replay value, let's say if you played as the male, you can maybe play it again as the female if you want. I mean, there is little changes, but especially if you let your character marry Chroma, some things are different. Well, just a little bit, but basically the story stays the same. And I will say the voice acting was really good. Really good.
My father!
Fire Emblem Awakening got me into the Fire Emblem series. And I have got to tell you, it was so good. The characters, the voice acting, the gameplay, no issues with anything except for what I mentioned ago about not exiting out for the main menu, but oh well. It's good, it's excelente, really. Actually, awesome. And excelente, but I think you know what I will rate it. Yes, 9.5 out of 10. You will enjoy this game. Definitely. And I am so glad that they did add some characters from this game into Super Smash Bros. Now, for my recommendations for any other Fire Emblem game, well, The last Fire Emblem game I can think of that came out before this one is probably Shadow of the Dragon. I think that's what it's called. The first, the very, like the remake version, but this one came out in America, but there was a game that came out after that one, but only released in Japan, which is this one. Plus, you have Fire Emblem Fates. That's all I have for recommendations, unless you want to check out all the other Fire Emblems. This is Arturelia Gaming Room Reviews. Signing off.
You are the wind at my back and the sword at my side. Together, my love, we shall build a peaceful world. Just you and me.